you have a business, you want to raise funds to scale it, but then you quickly realize that raising money is basically a full-time job. So you decide to use the help of an advisor or fundraiser. And then of course you need to enter into some kind of engagement letter or contract with this advisor to define the terms of your relationship. And so in this video, we are sharing our best practices, what you need to have in mind when you negotiate such type of contract with your fundraising advisor. So what we will do in the next few minutes is to discuss 5 key topics, 5 key matters that need to be addressed in the contract with your fundraising advisor, starting with the scope of work. You don't want to have a contract simply saying that the advisor will help you raise funds. Why? Because there may be different expectations between you and the advisor about the work to be delivered and the degree of involvement. So instead, you need to clearly agree on the extent of the services that will be provided by the advisor. And so that would include normally the preparation phase, meaning the drafting of the presentation materials, the pitch materials, and the review of the overall fundraising strategy. The second part in which it can be involved is the prospection. So the prospection, that is basically identifying and connecting with potential investors. And then the third part, of course, is the negotiations, meaning helping you, the funder, during discussions with potential investors and working hand in hand with your lawyers. So you can decide to involve your advisor in all or some of these 3 phases. The second important topic is the one of exclusivity. And this one is really crucial, because if you agree to give exclusivity to your advisor, the term should be clear, no matter what it is, 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, but you must have a term in your contract. Why? Because you do not want to be locked in an exclusive relationship for too long, just in case your advisor does not deliver. The third item is, of course, the remuneration of your advisor, which is, of course, the most important part. So the normal practice here is to include like a combination of both what we call a retainer fee and a success fee. So the retainer fee, okay, it's quite clear what it is. But for the success fee, there are also several things that you need to consider. Okay, first, the minimum amount that should be raised by the advisor so that a success fee is even payable. And then, of course, the success fee can be fixed or progressive. You also need to consider how you deal with funds that are contributed by existing shareholder. So here, let's take an example. If your company raised a total of 100, with new investors bringing 80 and existing shareholders bringing 20, then the question is, do you need to pay your advisor a fee, a commission on 100 or on 80 only? And this is a pure matter of negotiation, but that is something that must be addressed from day one. The funds invested by existing shareholders can be excluded, included with a discount, excluded up to a certain cap. Just as I said, it should be addressed in your engagement letter or in your contract with your advisor. That's pretty much it for the remuneration. And then the next point will be the payment schedule. Payments of the fee shall be, at least the success fee, shall be based on the funds actually received by your company. So in other words, your agreement should clearly state that if the funds are paid in several tranches, then the success fee of your advisor will also be paid in the same way. The next point is what we call the follow-up. Sorry for the writing, follow-up right. To put it simple, the follow-up right that's the right for your advisor to get a success fee even after his engagement is terminated. So, for example, so you signed a 12 months exclusive contract with your advisor, and the advisor introduced an investor who finally confirmed his decision to invest 5 months after the end of your contract with your advisor. In that case, if there is a follow-up right, then this right will allow your advisor to get payment of his success fee, even though the deal with the investor was closed after the relationship with the advisor was terminated. The follow-up right is pretty much a standard and fair practice. We usually recommend to include it as part of the agreement with the advisor for a period, let's say, of 6 to 12 months. And the last topic, and so that brings the list of topics to 6 instead of 5, is the issue of the termination of the relationship, your contract with your advisor. It is absolutely crucial that you include a termination clause to limit the risk of future disputes. Obviously, if it is the advisor that decides to terminate the relationship, then he should lose his success fee or his follow-up right. But if you decide to terminate the relationship, it can be for many different reasons. You decide not to raise funds anymore, you're not happy with the advisor, then the contract should address how your advisor will be paid. And the actual payment may depend on the phase that you have reached in your fundraising process. So it could include a partial success fee or not at all. So these are the 6 and not 5 topics that should basically be covered in any agreement that you would have with an advisor for the purpose of raising funds for your company. We have helped entrepreneurs reviewing and negotiating the terms of their engagement letters and contract with their advisors. And if you need a template of agreement or engagement letter, just let us know and we'll be happy to share one with you. Till next time, stay tuned.